Hey, everybody. Hope this finds you doing well. This is Danelle, and today we're going to talk about the latest with regards to the FTX fallout that continues to take all the headlines in the cryptocurrency space, as well as go over the current cryptocurrency market, as well as a little bit of other news. So let's start, as usual, with the cryptocurrency market, with Bitcoin, of course, still at the top spot. It's trading at just over 16,500, and it's actually up a little over 1% over the last 7 days, considering everything that's happened related to the FTX crypto exchange filing for bankruptcy. Bitcoin and many of the other cryptocurrencies saw a massive decline over the past 7 to 10 days, but we see now that Bitcoin is holding steady for now at around that $16,500 range. Ethereum doing the same, hanging in at around $1,200, staying between that $1,100, $1,200 range to approximately $1,400 or so. And as you can see, it is actually up 3.3% over the past 7 days. XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, Polygon, Matic, all kind of staying within range that it has over the past 7 or so days, some of them recovering a tad since the biggest drop over the past 7 days from the news relating to the FTX fallout. So, one of the major news stories that recently came out that has emanated from the FTX fallout is there is another exchange and trading platform that has now been looking to suspend withdrawals due to the FTX collapse. So, as you can see here, Genesis Crypto Lending Unit is halting customer withdrawals in wake of the FTX collapse. That unit is known as Genesis Global Capital, and they serve an institutional client base. So that basically means major companies, venture capital firms, people with high net worth are the type of customers that they are servicing, and they had 2.8 billion in total active loans as of the end of the third quarter of 2022. They had a meeting with customers on Wednesday morning on November 16th, and they mentioned that Genesis Global Trading is temporarily suspending redemptions and new loan originations in the wake of the FTX collapse. So, due to the fact that they serve such a large client customer base and obviously dealing with over $2.8 billion, there could be an issue with liquidity if they, for whatever reason, had a lot of money tied up in the FTX exchange or just a lot of money tied up in investing in FTX. So, the looks like CEO Islam told participants on the call that Genesis is exploring solutions for the lending unit, including finding a source of fresh liquidity. He said Genesis intends to detail its plan to clients next week. The owner of Genesis is Digital Currency Group. They're also a well known venture capital firm strictly in the cryptocurrency digital asset space. And it looks like they're also the parent company of this publication, Coindesk. Today, Genesis Global Capital, Genesis lending business, made the difficult decision to temporarily suspend redemptions and new loan originations. This decision was made in response to the extreme market dislocation and loss of industry confidence caused by the FTX explosion, said Amanda Cowie, Vice President of Communications and Marketing at the Digital Currency Group. Now, this affected one of the major cryptocurrency exchanges in the United States, and that's Gemini. Gemini also released a statement today saying, we are aware that Genesis Global Capital, the lending partner of the EARN program, has paused withdrawals and will not be able to meet customer redemptions within the service level agreement of 5 business days. We are working with the Genesis team to help customers redeem their funds from the EARN program as quickly as possible. We will provide more information in the coming days. The past week has been an incredibly challenging and stressful time for our industry, and we are disappointed that the EARN program SLA will not be met, but we are encouraged by Genesis and its parent company, Digital Currency Group, commitment to doing everything in their power to fulfill their obligations to customers under the Earn program. Now, the Earn program through Gemini is a program where if you basically stake your cryptocurrency, so you leave your cryptocurrency, not your keys, not your coins. So once the crypto that you have is transferred or bought on an exchange and you leave on the exchange, you do not have the password or the private keys to access that cryptocurrency. The exchange does. So if anything happens to the exchange, like what happened with FTX, if it goes bankrupt or there's any other type of liquidity issues, similar to kind of what happened with Robinhood when they stopped trading on the game during the GameStop saga, you have no choice in the matter in that regard. So Gemini had a program called the Gemini Earn program, where if you left your cryptocurrency on the exchange, you could then earn yield. And that's starting to become part of the larger issue when you look at other cryptocurrency exchanges like Celsius and you look at Voyager. They were offering these high yields for holding your crypto. But what was happening is because there's not a lot of clarity or regulation around it, these cryptocurrency exchanges were then taking customer assets and then taking them to trade or staking on other platforms to earn even more yield and then passing just a portion of that yield that they were receiving back to the customer. But a lot of times those customer assets were locked up or placed elsewhere, and that can become an issue if, for whatever reason, the trades that they're making or the mechanism that they're using to try to earn yield breaks down. That's what happened with Voyager. That's what happened with Celsius. And we're seeing that that was an issue with FTX, allegedly using customer funds to either make other trades, sending customer funds to other firms to do trades, whatever the case may be. They were not keeping the cryptocurrency that customers had on the exchange one for one. So the Gemini Earn program was in partnership with Genesis Global Capital. So now, because Genesis Global Capital is now pausing withdrawals, that now is affecting the cryptocurrency that is a part of the Gemini Earn program. So as you can see here, this does not impact any other Gemini products and services. Gemini is a full reserve exchange and custodian. All customer funds held on the Gemini exchange are held one-to-one and available for withdrawal at any time. So now with all of this going on, a lot of cryptocurrency exchanges, the ones that are left, are starting to see a mass exodus of cryptocurrency off their platform. But if they are, like Gemini says here, a full reserve exchange, then they should, at the end of the day, have your crypto and have it available. So if you decide, hey, I want to put my Bitcoin on my own cold wallet, I want to take control of my Bitcoin, then they should be able to do that without any issue or problems of pausing withdrawals or anything of that nature. So we are not sponsored by Ledger, but we will show you that this is something that I personally use, is a Ledger Nano, and this is a cold wallet. If you go to our YouTube page, you will see several months ago that we did a video regarding crypto security and what is a cold wallet. So if you want to go back and check that out, it goes a little bit more into depth about what cold wallets are and some of the different options that are out there for you. Ledger is one that I personally use, but there's others out there that are also very good at making sure that your cryptocurrency is secure. You can also hold your NFTs on your cold wallet. So it can be a benefit to have something like a cold wallet where you have the private keys or the so-called password and access to your coins and can choose how and when you buy, sell, or trade those cryptocurrencies without the risk of having it on exchange. Now, there are needs for cryptocurrency exchanges because not everyone is going to feel comfortable, just like with fiat, with dollars and euros and pounds. People are not comfortable with having all of the money that they own under their own roof. Some people actually want to put that onus on someone else and have trust in that third party to hold and keep that money securely. And I think we will need that in the cryptocurrency space as we continue to evolve. And I think as we get more regulation, then we will have cryptocurrency banks slash exchanges that will be insured. And just like with traditional banks, how you have the FDIC insurance up to $250,000, you can see something similar to that in the cryptocurrency market. Currently, we don't have that, but we do see that Binance is still churning out volume day after day, still miles and miles ahead of any other cryptocurrency exchange. They're almost to a point where they're like a monopoly, which isn't necessarily it's a good thing. So hopefully we will find that other exchanges will be able to provide services and be able to gain trust of the customer. Will Bitcoin at some point become global reserve currency? Possibly. But right now, most of us are still reliant on fiat dollars. So we still need that on and off ramp. And some exchanges like Coinbase, like Binance, like Kraken, like Gemini allow you to have that opportunity to link your cryptocurrency to a traditional bank to be able to receive fiat dollars back in return, or even to buy crypto to get fiat dollars from your bank account onto a cryptocurrency exchange. So we obviously still have a use, and cryptocurrency banks will have a major utility in the future, but we still obviously have a long ways to go. We have to remember that the cryptocurrency market is still only 13 years old. We're still an emerging market, so there's still a lot of bumps in the road. But if you do your due diligence and if you learn as much about this space and learn as much as you can about Bitcoin and some of the other major cryptocurrencies that have a chance to really revolutionize not only the traditional finance system, but also many other industries it's ripe to disrupt, then you will see that the early bird, as they say, gets the worm. So please continue to do your due diligence. We're going to be here to, get you through it and get you through this time, this bear market, because we know that it's extremely difficult. This is a great time to learn and to just take time to keep up with what's going on in the news, because it's a cycle that is ongoing 24/7, 365. We'll help you try to navigate some of that. And before we go, we'll just quickly go through the NFT market. Obviously, they're going through a major bear market as well. NFT sales volume was at approximately 17 million over the last 24 hours. So there's still sales happening, but you can see it's down 11% over the past day. One of the largest sales, not surprisingly, is a CryptoPunk. The top sale over the last 24 hours sold 9 hours ago for over $130,000. As we look at the top 10 collections, pretty much the same ones that we see every week. You see Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Other Deed, CryptoPunks, So Rare, Azuki, Gods Unchained on Immutable X hanging in there. Pretty strong. They've been in the top 10 for a little while now, doing pretty well. This is over the last 24 hours. And D-God and Utes, so Solana, despite everything and their ties in relation to FTX, still shows that there are people who believe in the Solana blockchain and Solana NFTs. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure. So anyway, we just want to keep you encouraged. The crypto market is not going anywhere. A lot of the coins that are out are not going to be here. There's over, I believe, 20,000 cryptocurrencies at the moment. As you can see here, over 21,000. So not nearly as many of those cryptocurrencies are going to exist, say 5-10 years from now. But there will be at least, I would say, maybe 1%, 0.5% of that 20,000 will still be around, are still developing, will still have a chance to revolutionize and disrupt industry. So stay encouraged, stay informed. We look forward to linking up with you on the network chain. In the meantime, take care.